Good evening, everybody. I hope you all are doing amazing. In this video is actually a little bit tough and a little bit hard for me to do because it's really touching my soul, and it really took me a lot to calm down today, from early this morning, and to go through my day with this. But in this video, I am going to explain to you 13 unmistakable ways narcissists can attack you. And watch until the 13th, because I mean, you want to know the last, the 13 one. There's many more, but I do have a lot of narcissism videos, but because this is so fresh from this morning, I want this to be a brutally honest and in a way that you can see in real life how it, you can assess from my behavior, from how I feel, how I act, as if it's different from usual or if it's the same, or if you can see differences in my way of explaining, in my attitude. I may cry, I may feel emotional, but I'm going to, and this is a very real, brutally real live video, so that you can totally see what narcissists actually do to attack you, and I will like to give you several tips at the end to give you just a little bit of idea to how to cope. But I will not, of course, explain too much here, because this will give away too many of my secrets, how I deal with narcissists. But if you would like to have much more tips, then please connect with me. Many, even better, subscribe to my e-newsletter, and you can please take the it's free, it's literally in the description. The first link or so is to subscribe to my free e-newsletter, and the second is to take the free scientific self-esteem assessment quiz, to make sure that if you are really, your self-esteem is high, so that you can really be able to work easily on this. So definitely I would encourage you to get in touch with me if you need empowerment against people that attack you. They may be narcissist, they may be egocentric people. There's a fine line between the two, but not every egocentric, egomaniac people are narcissists, but every narcissist is an egomaniac and egocentric person. So these traits that I'm going to explain to you are actually between a fine line between the two, egocentric, egomaniac / narcissist. So this can apply also for people who are egocentric and egomaniac. And again, it can be for narcissists, it's interchangeable, because every narcissist, I said, are egomaniac and egocentric. So what happened today was I was, again, as per usual, as my day-to-day life, as since my childhood, I've been brutally attacked by a group of narcissists, not one, but a group of narcissists and egomaniac, egocentric people. And the most horrible part of that is that it was like a deja vu of 2009, which is literally 15 years ago. 15 years ago, it's just so unbelievable how everything works, because remember, I keep talking about Pluto in Capricorn, which was 15 years ago. I'm sorry, which was the last 15 years, right? And so literally this exact deja vu with the exact same people and the exact same way, and that tells you a lot, that this is exact the same way. Then this means, it proves my point that these people are narcissists or egomaniac or both. And so, and that also shows that it doesn't go any better. it gets actually worse. But the problem here is, and that's what the point here is in my channel, you, who cares about the others, have you grown since then? And that's exactly what my point of this video is. Everybody can tell you this, but the difference with me, my channel, and how I describe these things are you, focused on you. And every psychologist and every psychological analysis and therapies must be focused on you. And that's the mistake that many YouTuber, so-called psychologists and consultants, what have you, do, is to focus on these other people. These are horrible people. Who cares? And that's my point. Who cares about these other people? The point is, me. Have I grown up since then? Have I been able to empower myself so that I can deal with this bullshit? Okay, so here's the thing. So let's get started. So again, this morning I was brutally attacked by a group of narcissists and egomaniac, egocentric people. But the problem with that is that hurts my soul so much is that it is not the person in between. Actually, the end point person is actually someone very vulnerable who needs help, and in this case is a patient. And this has nothing to do with our cancer organization. Everything is just in general a person that needs help. And I, as for months, I've been trying to help from a capacity, and that what people got wrong, these group of people, that I was helping in a capacity of as a doctor, as a specialist in the field, meaning is a doctor, not an MD doctor, but as a, as expert for 25 years in this type of illnesses. So that's why I needed to, for months, and that's why I do for years, and that's why I do for more than a decade, directly working with patients and directly working with people, but also from that other side of the scientific background is more than 25 years. So I am able to help people with the capacity of my background in this field, right? So in this way, then and I helped the person, right? And everybody was happy with that. Everybody had no problem with that. But the moment I was able to help the person, and the person was in a bit better shape, then things get like, and that's, we will talk about this here. One of the points is that, then the attacks started. And now let's go deeper. And that's why it hurts me so much that not only that it's the attack on me, but it was also the end person was suffering the most on all of this. And that's what, now let's dive deeper into how these people, not thinking of the person who is in need of help, but thinking of themselves. And that's typical narcissists. So here's it is. The first one is cannot get over the ego. As I said to you, the narcissists are egocentric, egomaniacs, and not every egomaniac, egocentric people are narcissists. So the number one way is they cannot get over the ego. They must have the upper hand. They cannot think at that moment it's their ego and their ego only. Their ego and needs to have control. So the end person who benefits is invisible at that point. That no one cares about that point, because this person or these people's ego must be fed so that they can satisfy their big fat ego and cannot swallow anything to just shut down, shut up, or just calm the heck down. And we will talk about what else they can do, or cannot do, so that they can see that this person is hurt, or it hurts the other person. I forget about even me, that not even seeing that, by the way, I am the person, hello, to help the person. So without me, how have you not even lived through the last several months? I am the person who helped through this. I am the one who helped this person with my capacity as a doctor title, right? And with all my experience for so decades, right? And so that's why it is funny that these people think that, and we will get to that, it's over, okay, everything is done. But what they don't know is, because they're not in the field, have nothing to do with the field, it's not done. So we are not done yet, but they think they are, and this is the big fat problem. So they cannot get over their ego. That's a huge problem, huge problem. Second, they lie. They big fat liars. They always lie, and this is how they can get around it. And the way also oftentimes you might have seen is that how they do it is, I never said that. You make this up. I never said that. And it's on black on white. And you prove it, and you say, this is what you said. They say, I never said that. I never did that. So the reality at the moment is gone. So they are so off scale at that point that their dissociation with the reality is severe. And dissociation with reality is a psychiatric problem. And so you know, that's what I'm saying. And so we will get into another video if you want me to do the what actually narcissistic personality disorder really is, what many people don't even get, and nobody talks about it. But in any case, so they dissociate themselves with the reality, and they cannot even see the reality. They cannot even hear what they are saying. They cannot see what they wrote, what they said, what they wrote, what they did. It doesn't exist, because at that point they are out of reality, and the moment is what they're in, and the moment they are right, and they're right only, and they have no hesitation, knowingly or unknowingly. It's important, knowingly or unknowingly lie to get out of it. And that's a typical narcissistic behavior, to lie to get through life since childhood. The third is they are unethical, and they push you. So this is very important, guys. That's why I keep saying in my videos, always stay on the right side of the road. Always, always, no matter what. These people can push you through, be unethical. And it's absolutely, they are unethical. They have absolutely no problem whatsoever to be unethical. And they don't see problem with that. And they don't understand the ethics. This is wild, guys. This is very, very dangerous if we talk about really serious stuff. And when these people are in their careers, in the society, in whatever job they're doing, when they have no understanding of ethics. So this is, I recently discovered that, I mean, not recently discovered in a sense, because I have seen other narcissistic people on YouTube who call themselves psychologists, copying my videos. That's number one, ethics. They are stealing stuff, right? Because that's unethical, plus it's illegal. So these people don't know the legality, if it's illegal, if it's unethical, because that has to serve their purpose, their benefit, and their benefit only. And if they can use you through that, they push you through that, be very, very careful. They can easily push you and try to push you and make you believe it's okay, whatever, what's wrong with you, right? They put it on you, like, what's wrong with you that you don't do that? And you're like, and they don't get it when you keep saying it's unethical. I can't do that, or it's on, I can't do this, I can't do that, then it's very, very dangerous, like where they are flying in dangerous areas, because that you have to be very, very cautious. If somebody pushes you, I don't care if it's a narcissist or whatever the hell, you have to, guys, you have to stay always on the right side of the road, because you will be the one who will benefit. And guess what? If this everything can be applied in politics too, and if you have seen some politicians, the same thing, they push you through, become unethical. And if you become just really do what they're saying you to do outside the right side of the road, then if you get in trouble, they will be the number one people to throw you under the bus. Full stop. We see this with politicians a million times. We have seen this in back the times, and we will see this again. Criminal activities. If you look in the politics right now, criminal activities, unethical behavior, unconstitutional, but it doesn't matter, because they have one goal and one goal only, and that's their ego, and that's what they want. And if however they want it, they get it, they try everything, and that's the danger. So be very, very, very cautious with that. Number 4, they do not let you speak. Overpowering and not listening. If you find yourself, like if there's a discussion and they're like non-stop talk and not let you speak, because they know what they are saying or what they're doing is wrong, but you will be the one who telling the truth or saying the truth, or point out or show that to people that what they're doing is actually a lie, that they don't want to hear it, like this. I swear to God. And this has nothing to do with age. Even if they're older, it doesn't matter. Like they act like a 5-year-old, like a tantrum, like they speak like, they just don't let you speak. They don't let the other person that they want to manipulate, which we'll get there, not to hear the truth, because that's dangerous, because they need to manipulate the person behind your back. We will get to that. But because they try to manipulate the person behind your back, they need to make sure that they don't hear the truth and the reality. And that's why they overspeak, and not let you speak. Definitely not listening to you. Definitely don't shut up. They non-stop overpower you, over talk to you. This is also very important. Then number 5, they blame everything on you. They blame everything on you. So they blame everything and anything on you. So it's your mistake, it's your fault, you did everything. And if the person on the line is has anything issues, or because of this, because of these attacks, then because the person on the line is suffering, right? Then you will be, they blame you, that you are the cause that this person is this. You are the cause that this happened to this person. You are the reason. So be very, very cautious, and I will get to the manipulation, right? So if then you have to be cautious that who is this person, because in my experience for over like decades, that these people they manipulate are easily be manipulated. But if that person is strong, then it's harder. And still though, they can be at least not full 100%, but maybe 40%, 50% can manipulate the person against you. So they put everything on you. You are the person who has a fault. You did everything. It's all your fault and only your fault. So be very, very cautious with that, because that's absolutely unmistakable. You are the cause of the problem. You are the person who did everything. Okay, that's important. So number 6, they organize people against you. This is also very, very typical, because you know that narcissists usually never, or pretty much always, never act alone. Narcissists always need to have people around them. They need to have people to do the dirty work. They need to have people who is their allies, right? So allies meaning for that purpose of attacking you, they have allies. But the narcissists never have allies, by the way. Like in the politics, we see that they just do their together the dirty work for, and everybody thinks this person benefits me, that person thinks, okay, that person benefits me, and this person thinks that that's benefiting me. So they all like benefiting, they think that each one of them benefit the other person. However, at the end of the day, narcissist is only in there by themselves. So if one person attacks the person, it's the benefit for this person too, so they attack too. And then this person, it's benefit too, and then this person attacks too. So at the end of the day, you find yourself in attack, like a bombardment of people. And I experienced this in college and then masters and what have you, like a gazillion times, and us being a scapegoat and what have you. I mean, it's unbelievable. Again, workspace and friends and like, it's just it's neighborhoods, close people. It's just never ending, friends and what have you. So it's just a lot. So they need to organize together with other people so that they can make sure that this person is smashed, and we smash them together, but then everybody takes the piece of the cake. Okay, so they organize people against you and start attacking you. So 7, they manipulate other people and twist reality. That's is the manipulation part. So behind your back, so behind you, so they don't let you speak, they don't let you talk, they deny and everything you said, that they did this, they said this, black on white, here's what you said. They deny everything, they lie, they put everything on you. Then the next step is to manipulate the other person against you behind your back. So they block everything, they block every communication, they put a barrier between you and the person, right? And so then they have control. Again, guys, this is control. They seize the control. They have control. They're now a barrier between you and the other person. And so now it's the time, because of the barrier, to manipulate the person against you. And that's how it starts to really gets really absolutely shitty. Okay, and then and how they do manipulate you, the other person, is to again twist the reality. And that's why they do this thing. They just like speak over you, overpower you, overtalk you, and not listen to you, don't let you speak at all, and switch reality, lie, I never said that, I never did that. And so that the other person they want to manipulate against you doesn't hear the reality, but only listen to their reality. Okay, so number 8, they seize control. As I just said, they seize control, block. Now you are blocked, you have no communication with you and the other person. They block everything, they seize control, and that's what they need. They require taking control, seizing control. Narcissists can only function with taking control, taking over control, seizing control. Guys, you can apply this to everything, and even to what's happening right now in politics. Same thing. And this is unfortunately for me, very, very people that I had respect over, and they repeat the same shit again. Okay, and destroying everything we have accomplished so far, and not knowing that they're hurting the other person. Okay, so number 9, they cannot give up control. guys, this is so critical. They seize control and they absolutely cannot give away control. It's impossible. Like, ask something else. They cannot give control. They must have control over everything. Even if you say, I'm the expert for X years, like for decades, and I'm this, even if you say, listen, I'm an astronaut, right? Like, I have been through the entire training to become an astronaut. Like, there's a lot of G power, right? You can just not go to the space without proper training, right? Or if you are an jet pilot, right? Then F-13, whatever, or F-16, whatever. You just cannot be like just this. No one can be an F-jet fighter, right? Or a pilot. You have to go the training, correct? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because your qualifications, your background, your this or that, it doesn't matter. They need to have control and they cannot give up control. They must be empowered. They must not give up control because that's how everything shake underneath them. And that is super duper dangerous because that will hurt everyone. So they can smash everyone and everything that comes through, on their way, because that's how if they lose control, they lose themselves. And that's very, very dangerous because at this point, they can do everything, okay? Number 10, they disrespect you. Duh. When we already come to the 10, we already saw what that is like. Literally, if this is not disrespect, I don't know what it is. But seriously, they actually disrespect you. They disrespect your who you are, what you're about, what's your background, what's your studies, what's your expertise, like who are you as a character. It doesn't matter. So they absolutely disrespect you, and also they throw names at you. That's very, very like, if none of this is low level, I don't know, but this is another way of low level. They actually throw at you names, very disrespectful names, because that's like, as you can think of a 5-year-old child or a 3-year-old child, if they cannot get around, they spit at you or throw names at you, and that's exactly what they do. Because at the moment when they see they cannot do any of these or all of this, because they are really unable to manipulate the other person, or also not able to seize control, which they absolutely require, then they throw names at you, disrespect you, and do a lot of really bad things. Number 11, they twist reality. As I said, they put it on you. So everything you said, it will be twisted and be put it upon you. That is twist reality. They twist your words. They throw your words at you. And that's also the way of twisting reality, because that way they can seize control. They say things, for example, that you never said, yet you never did, or it's not even the topic or not even what this is all about, yet they twist your word in a way that it fits their agenda, it fits their benefit, or they can seize control. So twisting your words, flipping it and throwing it at you in a very manipulative way is also the way they do it. Number 12, they don't take responsibility and can't see their mistake. So absolutely they cannot say, apologize, or that was my mistake, and leave it there. They can't, because they cannot even see what they did wrong. But the very important part is, if it's in their benefit, say for example that this person doesn't believe these people, right? Or this person says, no, you just did some shit to this person. Then they're like, okay, then they, in order to have the person still on their side, they must fulfill the requirements temporarily. Be sure to, it's temporarily, to fulfill the requirements of this person so they can have that person on their side. Say, for example, if the person said, no, I'm sorry, you did some shit to this person, so what are you guys doing? Like, you can't do that. So this person is a nice person trying to help me. What are you doing? I just saw that you throw names at this person. Then maybe the person says, you gotta apologize. So no way you can treat this person like that. Then if the person believes that, wait a second, I cannot, that's why I said the empowerment part is so critical, that the people who cannot be manipulated are strong people, have strong self-esteem, and are empowered people. Then that when get blocked by the narcissist. Do you now understand why I'm talking so much about and focusing on empowerment? Because that's the key. That's the key person, even on the other side, who might help you, right, out of this situation. So when the person says, okay, you gotta apologize, if that fits their benefit, then the way they apologize is also telling. They always say, I'm sorry I said this, but justification. Always there is a but, comma, but. There is always a but. I'm sorry, but this, because this. I'm sorry, but they never, ever can take full responsibility of what they're doing is wrong and what they're saying is not appropriate, what their actions are not appropriate. They cannot see their unethical behavior or nothing is wrong at all with their behavior. Everything is absolutely fine. And because that's why they always have a justification at the end, never being able to take full responsibility ever. Because why? They cannot see their mistakes. And finally, number 13, they use you. Once they are done with you, they throw you like 10 miles away. They throw you under the bus. It doesn't matter. They throw you under trash. It doesn't matter. They trash you. They throw you into trash. It doesn't matter because they are done. They use the heck out of you. They use your title. They use, oh my God, when I just said title, like what's happening with Blake Lively and all that stuff, right? Like if you follow that stuff, if you follow the politics, same shit. It's the same thing. Like for me, back here, same thing. They use the heck out of you to get their benefits. So they use your title, they use your expertise, they use your character, they use people, for example, if people like you, they use that, right? For example, how Blake Lively used Taylor Swift, right? Because people like her, so they might like me too. So whatever it fits their benefit, it's that how they use you. And absolutely do not hesitate to use you. Because again, there's no ethics. It's no okay. There's no law, there's no rules, there's no ethics, doesn't apply. Because everything what they do is okay, that's correct, and that's what it is. They know everything. They know everything. As I mentioned before, it's like if an astronaut or if you're like an F-jet fighter, right? It doesn't matter. These people are still a jet, a pilot, an astronaut, a doctor, and a physician, and whatever the hell, an electrician. Doesn't matter. It's just... engineer because they know everything. They do everything, they know everything, everything has to benefit me, and that's what I said is accurate, what I said is that's it, and nothing else. Don't come my way, don't come any near of me trying to undermine me, because no. And that's why they use the crap out of you until they are done. But now let's talk about what they don't know, that how you can overcome it. First of all, again, how are you, right, coping with this? Can you cope? Can you, are the 15 years ago you is the same for 50 years ago character is the same as now? Have you grown? Is your low self-esteem now a high self-esteem? Can you just say like, I don't need this shit? What are you, like, what? You call me names? Goodbye. End of the story. Out of the room, out of the call, out of the meeting, whatever. Do you call them out and say, because they overpower you, right? And then because they're so out of control, they must somehow undermine you, they must manipulate you, they cannot let this person hear the truth and the reality. Then they call you names, and you suddenly say, wait, what? Did you call me this? Did you just call me this? And they're like, because it's so like things are like quick happening, talk. They overpower you, talk. And when you say like, wait, did you call me this? Did you just call me this name? Bye-bye. Tuck. Out. End of story. Not engaging. You cannot engage with narcissists. Full stop. They will burn inside their own shit. And that's what it is. And I'm sorry if I'm angry, because this is a brutally honest video. I could have done this video by calming myself down, and I had to try calm myself down, because I was middle of the work, my full schedule. I was had another phone call, I had another meeting, and had to full focus on that meeting, and I had a lot of things to write, to post, to write, to this and that. I had so much work to do, and I had to full focus, but my time was lost, I was delaying work. It's just a mess. And so I had to really push myself up and calm myself down, and thank God it's literally it's not easy. I mean, it's just quicker and more or less severe, because I am more able to cope with the bullshit, okay? And so not let me affect it so much. But if these people were like people who, I don't know, I mean, it still hurts me like a big deal. Particularly, I experience those lots when I've helped people, and people always come to me for help, and just they're literally begging me for help. Like I don't know, like they just like crying and for help, and they're just like, oh my god, please, and they're just like squeezing the emotions out of you. And once you're helping them, put all your 200% to help them because you want to help them, after you help them and they're good, you don't exist. And not even, I would have been a little bit more okay if you wouldn't exist. But what they're doing, they throw shit and then they go. Like, as you didn't even do anything of these things. as you would not take this person out of trash and make something out of this person, or help this person, or make them survive, or I don't know, on many, and help them to build a business, help them to become professor, help them to get a job, help them to get career and education, and go up in their career ladder, or go up in school and become the valedictorian. So as you have nothing to do with it, or become a really famous athlete, as if you have nothing to do with that. You don't even exist, and they don't even acknowledge you that you did this. I've been dealing with this my entire life, guys. Do you now understand why I don't do any shit for free anymore? Because I'm done. Because I know that at one point people really extremely underqualified, like 10 times less or 50 times less than my qualification, make millions on YouTube, make millions with courses and classes and memberships, and talking about shit, and misinformation and all of that. You're like, what? Why do I have to give everything for free? Why do I just be like a no one and not existing? You pay, you get this shit. That's how it works. And so now I am really in that point of like, no more, sir. No more, ma'am. You want me, a piece of me? And this is also true for like relationships or people or any kind of relationships. One-on-one relationships, love relationships, or any business. Or you want to work with me, otherwise go to hell. You want to work, I don't know, you want to become friends with me, then do this shit. Otherwise, go away. And this is when you have self-esteem, high, like strong self-esteem, and know yourself. Know thyself, right? Like know yourself, who you are. Stay true to who you are. Don't let other people manipulate you, or just use the shit out of you, and then you're like, okay, I was used. Don't let yourself used. See, what happened was, after I said, you called me this? Wait, did you just call me this? Out, I'm out. And then I did not engage. And did not engage, and they're like just messaging me and calling me and messaging me and calling me. Why? Because they need me. And what they do to do that is to manipulate the other person in the background against you, but also manipulate you to push your empathy buttons, so that because of you, this person suffers. So you need to go back into the call or the meeting or what have you, because this person suffers because of you. Can you believe it? And then these people play angels. And I am unable to reach this person because of the barrier we talked about, seizing control. These people talk with the person, and I am unable to reach the person that I originally helped to begin with, before these people's involvement. And guess what? I involved them. I could have not even involved them. I don't have to. I could do one-on-one with the person, but here I was thinking that this will be nice to have everyone involved. It will be a good situation that this person would be happy to. And that matters the most, that this person to be happy. But they throw the shit on me that you must come back to the call. Please, please, please come back to call. Because of you, this person is now suffering or is not happy or is crying, what have you, or is sad. And they even say to you that, yes, bravo, because of you, this person is now doing this person is now sad. You're like, have you looked at yourself? Have you even looked at yourself? And you just wrote this stuff to me. It's black on white. And what I did, of course, I have a video also on this narcissist, and the video title is How You Deal with Narcissists That Nobody Talks About. In that video, I talk about taking screenshots. And that's it. And I say, okay, wait, they might be deleting these stuff because they said it. It's black on white. I took screenshots. And that's your power that you can do. And that's why the day and age is different. I can now talk. 15 years ago, I haven't had a YouTube channel. Now I have. And I can talk about this stuff. I don't give names, but I can talk about this. So that's my way of coping this. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't have to be brutal and like, oh my God, this happened. You can just be technical about it. And that's what I teach, to be technical about it. Think technically. Don't let it bother you and ruin your day. Yes, I was so upset. I couldn't believe it, what I was seeing, what I was experiencing was a deja vu from 15 years ago. Totally same people, same thing, and same crap. But the difference is I immediately stopped it. And although I tried to reach the person, they seized control. I had no control over, I couldn't reach the person. So I had to really push myself and my ego and my anxiousness down, because I knew for a fact, I know for 100,000,000% they were talking on the phone, because I could see it. They're on the phone manipulating this person for hours. And I couldn't reach them. And this is, for me, very brutal, because for me, I am unable to justification, but only one credit I have, this thing happened in front of the person. Plus, I did not allow them to over-talk, to overspeak, overpower, and over-talk, because I talk too. And that was like craziness then happened, right? But because then they cannot seize control, then they cannot flip the reality, they cannot manipulate, they cannot lie, they cannot flip the script, then they throw names at you. And then what happens, because that's why I keep saying, always stay on the right side of the road, because what happened? Dun, 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 in front of everybody. They called me name, and this person saw it and heard it in front of them. And I pointed out, and then I said, goodbye, adios. And that's my power. So now I have 1 to 0, because now I have proof and someone who witnessed it. I have a witness, I have proof. And so this is how technically, and I always encourage, instead of putting all your emotions, I know, it's hard. I can cry right now, but it's so hard, because when you know the people and you trust them and you think everything is fine, out of the blue, this comes out of blue, out of nowhere, then it's hard on your soul, because you help them, right? You help them, you really